Hello everyone, welcome to Happy Face Productions. My name's Brian, and I'm just gonna kind of open a new account here. I got started with a couple of games. Just want to post this to help anyone new to the game that's having hard times with it or gets frustrated. It's a fun game. I like it, and hopefully I'll make it easy for anybody. If you have any questions or comments about the game, you need help with something specifically, just leave it in the comment section. Let's get started. Alright, so what we're going to do is try to line this up. I'm going to pull back maybe about a square just because of the ball roll. You notice I got 1.5 on the wind, and for every 2 miles of wind, it's 1 ring pull. I like to point north, my wind ring, and then I'm just going to pull about a half a ring since it's a 1, and I'm going to pull back here and try to get it perfect. And we'll see where this goes. Okay. A little long. And I usually don't pay attention to the 0.5 or unless it's like a 0.9. It's up to you. If you want to pull the ring above the 0.5, you could pull it like another. I guess I don't really do it that much, so if it's 1 point something, I'll just pull half a ring for every 1 mile of wind. Alright, so we have a 9-yard putt. That shouldn't be too big of a problem. We just want to get it right in the middle and get it to land as close to perfect as possible. And you really don't want to pull that. You want the guide to go just beyond the hole, not too far, because if you don't get it in the center, it'll do like a toilet bowl ring, and if it's a lot of power, it'll ring itself right out. So just go right beyond the hole, and that way it's just kind of, if it's on the either edge, usually it'll just drop right in. So we get to we won that game. I've tried to rematch so many people and they never take it, so I just go straight to the lobby myself. But you could try to rematch some, maybe they'll do it with you. It's always nice to give someone another opportunity to win. Continue on. Paradise, Maldives. And of course, there's a lot of freebies in this game. You want to take advantage of them. You can get 5 gems every 3 hours or something like that, 25 gems a day. Take advantage of that if you'd like. Also upgrading your clubs when possible. Not necessarily the green arrow upgrade, because you may have limited funds for that. So we're just going to try to stay in the center. I always pull it as far as I can, and we're going to just try to stay in the center. The 1 mile an hour is not that bad, so we'll just take a nice easy shot here. Um, so yeah, if you unlock a club and it's obviously a better club than what you're currently using, you'd want to upgrade to that, of course. So with this shot, obviously you want to I wanted to stay as close to the left as possible there. I was trying to get beyond the light rough. Hopefully roll onto the green, but it didn't work out that way, but that's okay. So we have a 32-yard shot here. Don't have much of a ball guide, but usually it'll set it up for you pretty good. You just want to have pretty much a straight line. Now we have 1.6, you see 1.6 where the wind is. I'm going to go ahead and turn it completely south. So the arrow's pointing completely south, and I'm going to pull about a half a ring here. So I put it, you can see I'm putting it right where the take shot is, about half a ring, and I'll pull up a bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and take my shot. Try to get it as perfect as possible, and there we go. 1.6 on that wind. Obviously 1 mile an hour wind would have been half a ring, because every 2 miles an hour of wind is 1 full ring. Right? So it's just about doing the math, and you want to pull every shot that you have, whether it's a tee shot or your putter. Even if you're putting, you want to pull for that wind. So here, obviously, you got your free gems. Get your free gems. It's like a little video you watch, and then you get it, of course. And then always upgrade your freebies here, your trophy. Just kind of run through everything we got here. Get the blue bags, of course, that are free. This account, I've got 2 other accounts. This one I'm not going to buy anything. I'm going to try to do everything free and just see how far I can go. Now you'll notice here it says ready for training. We're going to click on that. You definitely want to start training your clubs. Absolutely. The putter is probably the club, one of the clubs you want to start up training quickly, because it slows down the speed of the needle as you're trying to putt. So a lot of guys have trouble. They get a great shot onto the green, but then they fail to putt it into the hole because sometimes the needle is a little too fast. So start that training process to slow that needle down for you. Let's continue. lot of people I play, they kind of have a hard time playing this game. I don't know why. I guess it's because I used to play another golf game similar to this one. Okay, 1 second. So we're going to try to get it lined up to the hole as best we can. You'll see that it's 1.6 on the wind. I'm going to point it directly south. I'm going to pull just a half a ring. About right there. Let it drop. And then we're going to go ahead and take a nice easy shot here. Try to get that perfect. And we'll just let that roll as far as it can. The other golf game that I used to play a lot, if other people have played it, you know which one I'm referring to. It's a lot more complicated than this game. You need other applications to help you play that game. With this one, you don't really need any other application. Now, it says that for every shot that you take, about the wind pulling, it's 1 ring every 2 miles an hour of wind. That's not completely accurate, but it's pretty close. So as you play the game, you'll start to figure out. Now we're just going to try to line this, see the ball guide right to the hole, and give it about 1 or 2 tiles, or I should say squares, space there. And we're going to pull another half a ring. Try to line up. There we go, like that, about half a ring. And we're going to just try to hit this perfect. And we got it in. So you want to line the ball guide, have like a beeline shot to that, right? Don't need to push it any forward or pull it any back in these beginning shots. The game will kind of line it up pretty well for you, but you definitely want to pull your wind ring. So that last shot was 1.6. I either turn it north or south, the arrow, whichever way I can pull it easier. And I pulled half that ring and just hit a perfect shot. And usually you get those results. Of course, we want to upgrade. Okay, we got a new club, polar bear. So let's see how this one lines up with our others. We'll go to, got a new club. Oh, definitely want to change our long iron to the beginner club to the polar bear. And let's just double check what we got here. We'll see. It's 1,000 to upgrade our drone. I don't necessarily need to do that myself. If you want to do that, just understand one rule of thumb that I like to go by is however much it costs to play your game. So your entry fee here, it's 100 coins. It's good to have about 10 times that much. So if I had 1,000 coins, then you're ready for that entry fee. So for example, this one, tour number 2 is 300 coins. So obviously I'd want to have about 3,000 minimum coins to play. That way you don't really bankrupt yourself. You want to have a good amount of coin in there, at least 10 times the amount, so that if you lose a couple, you're not gonna be stressed out about it. If you have more than that, of course, then you want to start upgrading your clubs. Go for it. But we're gonna close out Paradise Maldives here, and then we'll play some of the other Tour 2. Okay, I go first. I always max out my distance on the ball. And again, we just want to kind of go straight. I pull it as far as I can, and just to go about the middle of the course, and we'll just pull back nice and easy here. Try to get perfect. Set ourselves up for our second shot. We got a 1.1 wind, so that's going to be half a ring if we're going to pull. Now what I want to do, of course, is get us, I don't want to land here because the ball's barely going to roll, so we're going to kind of move it out just a hair. Now I'm maxed out, so this is a regular shot right here. We're going to push it forward as much as we can. You can see I'm a full ring out, away from where the ball's going to land, so we shouldn't necessarily land on the fringe. So I'm going to pull back just a hair, give ourselves boom, just missed that fringe. That's what we want to do, is miss that the light rough. So I gave it a little extra pull. If I would have shot normal, I would have hit that rough and it would have barely rolled out of there. So two things we could have done there, and I did one of them, is just get beyond the edge of it and then give it a little extra pullback power, or move it another ring to the right and then take a normal shot. So there's a couple of different ways we could have done that. So again here, just kind of line it to where you can see the ball guides right in the middle. We got a 1.8. We're just gonna pull half a ring. So what I'm doing is lining up the center of the target to the tee on the take shot, and we're just gonna pull half a ring, and we're gonna take a shot, try to get perfect. And there it is. You notice he didn't pull any wind, and he shot left of perfect, and that's why the ball went left. One more win and we'll close out Paradise Maldives here. There's really it's when you don't hit a perfect shot, when you're trying to rush, and you hit a good shot or a shot outside of the perfect line, you really hurt your chances of setting yourself up for another good shot. So see how the guy goes way past the hole? We want to pull it at least two squares, 2.5 squares here. You can see. Now I'm gonna pull half a ring. So I'm gonna center it about halfway here on the line on by the tee, on the take shot. I'm gonna pull up about half a ring, and then we're gonna go ahead and take our shot. A little bit to the left there of the perfect middle, so it's gonna go left. But we're on the green. We set ourselves up for a good second shot here. He didn't do any wind pull, so it's gonna go right. Even if he hits perfect, and he didn't hit great. We'll give him a little unlucky there. And we want to go about center. See how I'm not going really far beyond, maybe just a little bit beyond the hole. Get it centered, hit perfect if you can. But even if it would have went left, a little left or a little right of perfect, because the ball's not going at a super fast speed, you should hit the edges and the ball should fall in pretty good, even if you hit a great right or a great left. The key is to just get that ball to the hole and don't go, not too much power beyond that. Alright, so we completed Paradise Maldives. We get our free little bag. Good to go. And let's see, maybe we can upgrade something here. Okay, Scorpion, we have 1,000. I'll go ahead and upgrade that, why not? I have enough coin to do that with. Sand wedge, I mean, that's the thing, do you end up in the sand a lot? Then it'd be good to upgrade that, but I don't necessarily end up in the sand a whole lot, but it's a rare club versus a common club. The common clubs are blue, and you're gonna upgrade those clubs fairly quickly as you progress. The rare clubs and the epic clubs, those come in time. Obviously we want to get to the legendary clubs like Earthquake down here, and that's in Tour 6. So it takes time, but it's worth it. Just be patient. Alright, we got our Impact Pass reward, so we'll click on that. We'll get our freebies. Got a new punch driver, cactus, sandwich, and dolphin. So we'll take a look at those clubs and see if they're any better than what we have. We'll start with so the new club is cactus. Let's take a look. You can just see by the power, I upgraded that Scorpion too soon.